everybody. I started 1 minute early, so I only get 10 minutes to share with you guys, and it's going to be hard for me to stick to the time limit, but I will try my best. So, my name is Jen Greenberg, and I am part of this awesome community, which we all refer to as Dynasty. And I'm so excited that you guys have joined to be a part of this event so that you can learn a little bit more about what we all do and what we're about, and you can see if this would be a good fit for your lifestyle. And the cool thing is that you'll be able to hear from several of us tonight, and we're all so different, and we all we live in different areas, and we have different goals and different things that are important to us. But the cool thing is that we're all working towards the same thing of helping people live healthy and fulfilling lives. But we all kind of got started in different ways, which is what makes it really cool. So a little bit about me. I have been coaching for 7.5 years now, which is crazy because actually that's the longest I've done anything other than be married. But so I've been doing this for 7.5 years, and I have a team that is an amazing, thriving team, 9-star diamond, and I am part of the Million Club. This is what I do as my full-time income. I'm a 6-figure earner, and my husband also was able to leave his job. I was able to leave my job, and we both are super passionate about just living our lives authentically and intentionally and being able to use our time how we want to. So kind of a little bit of how I got started is I was using the program P90X, which some of you guys may have seen on infomercials in the middle of the night. And I got started and I loved the program. I had no idea that there was any kind of business aspect connected with it. I just was happy that I finally found a system and just something that was working, because I was going to the gym, I was willing to put in the work, but I wasn't seeing results. So when I started P90X, I actually noticed results, and I started posting about it on social media, and I started a blog where I was sharing my journey in this program, and that connected me to all these awesome, positive, motivational people. And I realized that I wasn't alone in this world. I realized that there was other people like me that were positive and optimistic and goal-oriented and ambitious. And that's kind of how I met Scotty, who had created this event. And him and I were both not coaches yet at the time, but we were both doing P90X. And we both, loved helping people. It didn't matter if they were doing a Beachbody program. It didn't matter if you were running or going to the gym or taking dance classes or yoga, whatever it was. We were just happy to help support people. And then after we kind of learned more that there was a business opportunity, that there was a way that we could create income, it just was like a click in our head of duh, we're already doing it anyway, so we might as well be able to make an income from it. So when I got started, my goals were very small and manageable, I guess, because I just kind of figured, well, I'm working full-time as a paralegal. I was going to school full-time, getting my degree in public health, and I was just searching for something. I was just searching for a way to just give value back to this world, and I just felt underused and undervalued at my job, and I just wanted something. It wasn't even necessarily an income thing, but of course we could all use a little bit of extra money. So when I found out about coaching and the income opportunity, I knew that it was going to be a great fit for me because, like I said, I was coaching already by supporting people, and I made my initial goal of just helping people that were in my network and hopefully making an extra $50 to $60 a month. And that was going to be my nail money. That was going to be my guilt-free money that I could go get my nails done and not have to feel guilty of taking any money away from our monthly budget. So That was my initial goal. And I was not somebody that was a fast starter. I was not somebody that had instant success. I did not have a lot of Facebook friends. I didn't have a lot of real life friends either. So I wasn't somebody that had a huge crowd of people that was like so anxious to do everything I was doing. But because I was consistent and I just stuck with it, I was able to earn my nail money. And then as I continued on and I started to grow and I started to continue doing the behaviors I was doing and inviting people to be a part of what I was doing, I started to increase my goals. And getting nail money turned into maybe I can make $100, and then turn $100 turned into maybe I can start making enough to start a savings account. And eventually, about 2-ish years into my journey, I actually left my job when I went on maternity leave, and by then my Beachbody income had replaced my paralegal income. So that's just a little bit about my story. I don't want to go over my time, but what I really just wanted to emphasize is that when I got started, I had no idea that this was, that my path was going to lead me to a 6-figure business or to being in the million club. Like, that did not cross my mind whatsoever. I just had a goal, like I said, of just having that extra splurge money, that fluff money that I didn't have to feel guilty about using. And the cool thing is that with this business, you can make it whatever you want it to be. So, if that's what your goals are in the beginning, that's totally cool. But if you got started and you had these bigger goals, to start with, that's cool too. And you can really make this into whatever you want it to be for you and how you want to fit it into your lifestyle. So anyways, guys, that is what I wanted to share with you all. I'm excited for you guys to hear from the rest of the speakers tonight. And if you have any questions for me about my journey, I'm totally an open book and happy to share with you guys anything about what I'm doing. But I absolutely love this business, and it's been such an amazing blessing in my life and in my family's life. We now are living in our dream home in Tennessee. We have an amazing 5-year-old son who gets to go to an amazing private school, and we travel, and we really just were able to really live a life that wouldn't have been possible in our previous life path. So anyways, guys, have an awesome night, and I hope that you really take an open mind to thinking about this and seeing if this would be a good fit for you. All right, guys, bye.
What's up, guys? This is Scotty. Can you guys comment or like if you see that I'm live on this video? I want to make sure that I'm live in here. I'm just going to check because I want to make sure it's not like on my Facebook wall or something and I'm talking to the right people. Anyhow, if you guys see me, let me know that you're on this video and we'll share. Wasn't that awesome what Jennifer just shared with us? It's so crazy. She shared she's been a coach for just over 7 years. I remember the day that she started. I was in my 4th round of doing P90X. I remember jogging on my lunch break at work. I worked a 12-hour day at the time. I remember jogging. It was back in 2011. Had my headset on, listening to an awesome book, and I got a phone call, and I stopped under this shade tree, and I remember answering the phone, and it was Jennifer, and she's like, I'm ready. Let's do this. Like, I see how passionate you are about this. I love P90X. You love P90X. Let's do this thing. And she's like, I have a friend that wants to do this with me, so let's go. Let's get started. And that's the day she started as a coach. So it was awesome to see Jennifer do that. But it's also awesome on the other end, on the coaching aspect, to be able to see the life that she has created for her husband Mike, and her son Mikey. I was going to say little, but he's grown into a man now. So anyhow, I have 10 minutes for you guys, just like with Jennifer. It's 10 minutes will go very fast for me, so I'll go through it very quick. Jennifer's topic was she didn't have huge goals to make it a full-time job. It did become that. She made that choice later on, but she had just the desire to get her nails done and get buy some shoes with a little extra spending cash. I, on the other hand, have a very much different story of where when I became a coach, I had a decision that day, I'm going to make this happen. So a little bit about my life is about my journey with Beachbody is I did P90X. I had incredible results and lost 38 pounds. The systems work. You know, our system, we have we call four pillars to success. It's real life nutrition, world-class fitness, support and accountability, and financial rewards. And you're going to hear about some of the financial rewards tonight. I mean, you heard about it from Jennifer a little bit, but those are the four pillars of foundation of building a successful transformation in someone's life that lasts for a long time. So with that being said, you know, I did P90X. I followed the meal plan. I had some accountability of some friends going through it with me, including Jennifer, and I lost 38 pounds in 90 days. And I was like, what is this? I was like 28 years old. I had abs for the first time in my life, well, since I was like 12 years old. And I'm just like, this is so awesome. And I had all this extra energy, and I'm making smarter choices. And I was just, in all reality, what it did for me is it boosted my confidence in myself as I was transforming myself and hitting these goals. And so every person that I talked to, I'd be like, dude, you got to try P90X. You got to try Insanity. You got to try this workout. And so I began to fall in love with that process of transforming people's lives. And here's the thing about me is I helped people do that for an entire year. Now, I watched a video, like I watched something similar to what you're going to be watching tonight. And I was like, not for me. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to help people. I'm just going to refer the programs. I'm going to support them. I'm going to give them tips and advice, but I'm not going to sign up for that online thing. It's got to be some sort of scam. So I needed time. So what I understand about you is you might need time as well. And the purpose of this meeting tonight event is for you to learn and educate yourself and learn from these coaches and watch and ask questions and see if it's something that fits for you. So for me, I was in love with that process. I want you guys to understand that. Later on, there came this day on April 11th, 2011. At this time, I'm working 12-hour days from 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock. My wife is dropping the kids off with the babysitter at 3 o'clock p.m., and she's going to work at 3, and I'm getting home at 5. So the kids are at a babysitter for two and a half hours a day, and I'm picking them up every day after work, and my wife is at work, so I never see her. Except for 1 or 2 nights a week on her day off. And guys, I don't know about you guys, but I never expected to live a life like that, where I only saw my spouse 1 or 2 nights a week. But that's the reality. That's where life took us. And life happens to all of us. And so in this time, like, I'm thinking, like, there's got to be something better out there for me. Whether I go back to school, get another job, get a better paying job. Does my wife go to school? Does she get a better paying job? And then on April 11th, 2011, it was 18 days after the birth of my third daughter, Ellie. And I just remember that day like it was yesterday, because that day I remember picking up the mail from our lockbox. And at our lockbox, at the end of the street, there was, I would pick up the mail because my life was so hectic and busy that I would pick it up, I would get to work, and I would go sort through the mail, throw all the junk mail away, and keep the important ones that I had to pay. And on my lunch break, I would pay bills, track everything in my spreadsheet that I do and whatnot. But that day, there was the hospital bill, the doctor bill, the anesthesiologist bill, the ear doctor bill. And I'll be honest with you guys, they added up after our insurance to be about $3,800. Now, my wife doesn't have paid maternity leave, so she's home for work for 3 weeks. And prior to that, we're already paycheck to paycheck. So that moment, I remember just sitting in my cubicle, and I felt like, I don't know if you want to call it darkness or this heavy weight on my shoulders. It felt like my cubicle was spinning around me, and I just felt like this deep sense of fear, of inadequacy. How come I can't take care of my family? Do I need to get a second job? All of those things were weighing heavily on me that morning. And that morning, my fear of failing at becoming a teen Beachbody coach and helping people, my fear of not being able to provide for my family became greater than my fear of failing as a coach. And that's the day that I began my journey officially and signed up as a coach and made the commitment to help people. And I remember calling my coach and saying, I have these goals, this is what I want to accomplish. And I said, Lindsay, let me tell you what, I need to make $10,000 a year with Beachbody. Like, that will completely transform my life. She asked me why, and I told her, well, my wife makes $12,000 a year. We pay about $2,000 for the babysitter. So if I could just make $12,000 a year, that would completely change our lives. Because, like, I'm willing to put in the work. I'll do whatever it takes, but I can't continue living our life, dropping our kids off with the babysitter and having my wife work nights and never seeing her. And so she's like, hey, Scotty, here's the deal. I can't promise you $10,000, but what I can promise you is that your income will be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you can change. And that day I decided that I would do whatever it took to help people transform with these workouts so that I would no longer have to send my wife to work and work every single overtime shift that was ever offered to me just so that we could barely make it paycheck to paycheck. So that's the day that I made that decision, a real decision to officially become a coach and transform people. And I've fallen in love with that process. And I've been a coach for 7.5 years. I've helped thousands of people transform their life with health, fitness, spiritual transformations, you name it, by doing the things that we teach as coaches. And one of the things that I love most about this is getting a message from somebody saying, you have changed my life. Because you reached out to me and messaged me, you have changed my life. I think about Chris. It's like 2:30 in the morning, Chris. What are you doing awake? Anyway, Chris recorded a video for you guys. I'm going to share it a little bit later. But he's lost 140 pounds since the first email that he sent me saying, I need help. And that is fulfilling to me. Like no amount of money can give you the amount of joy and sense of fulfillment you can have when you have helped transform someone's life. And Chris is on the way to losing 60 more pounds, and for a total of over 200 pounds is his goal by the end of the year. And that's so fulfilling. But my job in this video, I have 4 minutes left, is to share with you guys the financial possibilities. I worked my butt off because I told you I would do whatever it took so my wife didn't have to work. I set that goal of $10,000 at the end of year one. Beachbody sends you a 1099 because they pay you commissions. You're going to see posts up throughout this video, throughout this event on how to sign up, a little bit how you get paid. But I worked so hard transforming people. And I earned $10,800 at the end of that year. But here's the thing, that's how much my 1099 was, but we had started to build a team. The coaches that you're gonna hear today are part of our team. They were once customers of mine, had great transformations, and now they're coaches. And then here's what happened. Because of the way this business works, and if you guys have questions, we'll teach you everything that you need to know. The next year, we made over $118,000. The next year, it grew 200 times, or well, how do you say that? 2 times that amount. And at the end of my 4th year, we had a 7-figure business from home, helping people transform their life. And the focus was never, ever, ever on the money, other than the fact of that initial goal of $10,000 and my coach telling me, I can't promise you that $10,000, but I promise that your income will be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you change. So that is my true commitment to building this business. But here's the thing, as I hit that 10,000, I was like, why not build more? Why not do more? And I remember, I don't have time to tell the story, but I remember one day when I was sick at home and my wife is like, I was home for 3 days. My wife's like, why don't you go pick Kina up from the school bus? Because I've been in bed for like 3 days. I remember walking down the cul-de-sac to pick her up from the school bus. I remember this little girl stepping out and grabbing the 2 bars on that school bus step and looking up and seeing her daddy. And I remember the look in her face. It was like this joy. I can't even explain it, but it overwhelmed me with a sense of joy and a sense of like she saw her daddy pick her up from the school bus. That's something that never happened because I was always working away from the home. But at that moment, I thought like to myself, like how many of these moments have I missed? How many will I continue to miss if I don't take this opportunity and run with it? And that day I made the decision that, I never had a goal of making this my full-time income, but that day I was like, you know what? I'm bringing my wife home. That's already like, I'm already almost there, halfway to bringing her home from her job. Why don't I do this for a living as well? I don't love being at work 12 hours a day. I don't love writing service manuals and running a shipping department in a factory that's filthy dirty away from my family with people that are miserable and complaining about life all the time. Like I saw my coach around these positive people and they're doing fun things and they're exploring life and they're spending more time with their kids. I'm just like, why not me? I'm a hardworking person. I deserve that. And I set that goal to do that. And it was at my 14-month mark that we were officially making $100,000 a year with Beachbody income. And I stepped away from my job, which only paid me $35,000. And so guys, the way I've been blessed, I got 1 minute. We were able to pay off our home. We were able to buy a dream home. And a lot of people don't know this, but both of my parents, I retired them 8 years before their retirement from the jobs they don't love and we give them a six-figure income to help me manage my Beachbody business and to help so I can do like 6 hours of work a day and spend the rest of my time boating and playing and exploring with my kids. I'm on a 2-month vacation right now, renting a home with a pool in Salt Lake City, but I'm working. This is my job, but I got to spend the entire day, half of my entire day playing with the kids and doing those things. So my time is up, guys, but I wanted to let you guys know this is a real opportunity. I'm an ex-drug addict, formerly super shy person who had a lot of problems, a lot of self-esteem issues, that transformed myself through these programs because a coach believed in me and gave me the tools to transform my life. And I know that's possible for you if you're willing to work hard and you love to help people and you like to have fun. So love you guys. See you on the next video. I'm excited for you guys to hear another story.
Hey, what's up, guys? It is time. You guys just heard from Jennifer Greenberg as well as Scotty Hobbs, and I have been doing this with them for the last 4.5 years. I'm actually sitting at my table after a long ass day. That's right, I used the word ass. You know what? It was a 10-hour day today. Yesterday was 11 hours. The day before that was 11 hours. It was extremely, extremely busy. Let me just make sure that we got some people coming on. There we go. I want to make sure this is working. So there is somebody on here. We got Juliana. So let's keep it going. So a little bit about myself. You guys have heard the great powers that be of Jennifer Greenberg and Scotty Hobbs, who've been very successful in this business. Now I'm going to rotate a little bit. What do you do if you got a full-time job and you got a family to take care of? How do you fit it into time? Like, how do you fit all that in a day? Well, let me tell you what. No one is busier than me. No one is busier than me. We've established that on this team. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Sean Borgignon, for you guys that don't know me. I did not have a coach throughout my process of Beachbody. I lost 55 pounds using the old Power 90. Power 90 is the new P90 for those of you that don't know. So back in the, early 2000s, I would say, Tony Horton came out with that program, 30 minutes a day. And I made it, I'm not going to tell you my whole story, but I made it the constant part of my life that I would work out every single day, 30 minutes a day. One day was strength. The other day would be cardio. And within 3.5 months, I transformed my life, not financially, but I transformed my life absolutely physically. I lost 55 pounds in 3.5 months, and I was addicted to the products that Beachbody gives us. So fast forward a couple of years, I saw a man that just spoke 2 minutes ago, and he hasn't said this yet. I don't think I heard it in this call, but he actually ended up burning his mortgage. So when I saw this, my mind was blown. I'm like, here's a guy that did P90X, did the same thing that I did, and he's making money. He's helping people. He's making money. And you got to know, that's all I saw off this post was this guy sitting there burning his mortgage. I'm like, I want that to be me one day. So I messaged Scotty, and here I am many years later. But what you guys do not know about me is I have a full-time job. I work for the city. Right now, guys, no joke, I am doing 60 to 70-hour weeks. I am working Monday to Saturday, usually on the average about 11 hours between all those days. Not only that, I am a full-time nightclub DJ. So Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, I am also DJing at the club from 10 till 2 a.m., which means I get home, I go to sleep for 2 hours, I go back to work. Now, you guys are probably saying, well, how the hell is he doing this Beachbody stuff too? You make it part of your life. This is how you do it, okay? This is how you make it happen. You make it part of your life. Okay, so let's break this down. I told you my schedule. Now I'm going to probably break down your schedule a little bit. Now, I might be off a little bit, but hear me out. Let's see what we got here. In a week, everybody has 168 hours. Okay, so what do we do with those 168 hours? Let me break it down for you. We do 40 hours working on average. That's the average person doing 40 hours a week. I want to make sure I'm not going over my time. So guys, if I am going over my time, please tell me. So average time is 40 hours working. And then what do you do for the rest of the time? 35 hours, you are probably doing a little bit of eating, showering, commuting to and from work, picking up kids and so forth. And then, you know what? Some of you guys are sleeping 56 hours a week. Me, I'm not sleeping 56 hours a week. That does not happen. But for the average person, that's what you're doing, is you guys are getting 56 hours of sleep. So again, 168 hours, 40 hours of working, 35 hours of eating, showering, driving, 56 hours of sleep leaves 37 hours. You've got 37 hours in a week to do whatever you want to do. Now, let's say you guys have kids. You guys have kids and you have hockey, or you have soccer, or you have gymnastics, or you got family that is doing nails right there. Say hi, ladies. So you got a family that is doing nails. You got people doing nails on the outside, okay? So that's being real. This is what I do. Now, that will probably, so let's even break that down. Let's say that spends another 20 hours, okay? Another 20 hours a week. That leaves 37 hours. I really hope I'm in the right group because I see people on my page jumping in here. So it's throwing me off. I'm seeing a whole bunch of faces that I actually know. Okay, so that leaves 37 hours, giving you an extra 20 hours, let's say, because you have to do the family time first, most important, guys. It leaves you 17 hours to do what you will with those 17 hours, okay? This is a little bit, you guys got to do a little bit of sacrifice. You guys have to decide what's important. Okay, for me, guys, a little bit, I'm going to do this here because the other coaches should have and they didn't. A little income disclaimer and income statement. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success, income from the Beachbody coaching opportunity. Okay, so you have two people that have just spoken who have absolutely changed their lives. Okay, I've changed my life not only in fitness, but I'm still working two jobs, and I'm coaching, and I'm still averaging $20,000 a year over the last 4.5 years. Okay, now why am I telling you this? Because you see my schedule. I'm not a full-time coach, guys. I would love to be, but at this point in time, the way my bills add up, I am not a full-time coach. But I make it happen. I still make $20,000 average a year, which is fantastic because, like Scotty said, Gabby, his wife, only needed $10,000 to come home, and I'm doubling that in a part-time business. Again, guys, please tell me if I'm talking over. I'm going to wrap it up real quick. So how do I do this? This is the part, this is what I do. So number one, you always want to grow. How do you be a coach and you don't know what you're doing? You got to grow into the person, okay? Everybody, okay, let me take this a step back. For you to be a coach, you just have to be going through a process. Let me tell you, you don't want to put a lot of work in the beginning. This is what you do. You get a program and you do it. You do it from start to finish. Let's start with the 21-day fix. Day one, you start, you eat right, you do the portion controls, and you do the workouts, okay? You do that in 21 days. 21 days, you will probably lose on average 8 to 15 pounds. When you lose 8 to 15 pounds, what's happening? Knock, knock, knock. What are you doing, Sally? What are you doing, Jim? What are you doing, Frank? What are you doing, Bella, Shy, Carrie? What are you guys doing? You know what I'm doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm doing this fantastic program called the 21-day fix. And I'm eating clean. I don't even have to think about counting calories or anything because it's just given to me. That took 1 second. The only time it took you is for you to work out. And people are coming to you. People are coming to you and saying, hey, what are you doing? So that's number one. That's number one. That one is very easy to follow, okay? Number two, work on your breaks, okay? If you want to grow a little bit, there are going to be some sacrifices. For example, today, my group had some downtime and they were all talking and so forth, and I was reading. I was growing my mind. I was reading. I wanted to grow my mind a little bit more, so I read a personal development book. Then you come home, and I've made time to do this call with you guys, and I've made time to hang out with my family. I've made a fantastic dinner tonight, and right after this, I've got time to go pound out a 40-minute workout before tucking myself into bed and starting all over again tomorrow. So it's really all about pockets, guys. You have to find out what's important. Now, this one's going out to the single moms and the single dads out there. Okay, you guys have babies and so forth. Right now, some of you may be on maternity leave, and that is an opportunity for you ladies. Why? You might say, well, I'm too busy with a brand new baby. You are, and I get it. That is probably one of the busiest jobs in the world, but let me tell you something. Babies nap, okay? If you can get on that routine once your baby is settled down, has a natural nap times, and maybe sleeping all like through the night and so forth, you got time to work. You got time to work out for yourself. You got time to throw some invites and some messages. And what I mean by invites and messages, like we did for this group, I've seen a ton of people come onto this call that have been invited from not only myself but other coaches. Okay, so you can do that in power pockets to keep you moving forward and keep you growing and so forth. Right now, guys, I am not working my business any more than an hour a day. Now, I want to squash something right now. You do not have to quit your job if you want to coach. You don't have to. This is only in addition to what you're already doing if you want that for your life. If you want to be a full-time coach, you can go that road. You can make that happen. If you love your job, but you're just looking for that little side income, and maybe you don't want to work at the Walmart, or maybe you don't want to work at Tim Hortons or McDonald's just for part-time hours, because those are the flexible places, this is the flexible thing that you can do. Again, power pockets. Okay, I don't want to work 4 hours at a side job when I can come home, sit here at my kitchen table, do a live video with you guys, watch my beautiful girls getting their nails done, and hanging out at home. And I'm still making probably more than I would at that part-time job. So guys, time is a choice. Everybody has the same amount of time. The choice is yours and what you guys want to do with it. All you got to do is move forward and get excited and just really fall in love with the process of creating yourself. Create yourself. Others will follow. Others will be inspired, and others will be motivated by what you're doing. You just got to believe, trust, and have faith in yourself, because I'll tell you what, this team is all about backing you. And when you fall, we got your back. We're going to lift you up. We're going to get you to where you want to be. I am here for a reason. For me, the money is great, and the money is a huge part for me. I'm not going to lie. But I love the family that I have within inside this business. Hands down, that is my favorite part of this business, is the community and the family that we have. And those of us that are very close in the family are actually doing this call for you guys right now within the next half an hour. My time is done. I got to go. Much love. Have faith in yourself, and hashtag create yourself. Bye, guys.
Hey, okay, everyone. My turn to share about my journey as a Beachbody coach. Now, if I'm 100% honest with you, I was a little bit panicked at the request to share, because I consider myself a part-time coach. So I have a full-time job. I have all the things that are involved in coaching. I have my own fitness journey. I have my family. And I was thinking, even though I wanted to help Scotty, and I said, yeah, sure, no problem, like inside, I was a little bit panicked. Wasn't sure when I was going to fit it in, and wasn't entirely sure how I was going to share. But then it dawned on me, that is perfect. It's a perfect set of circumstances and a perfect opportunity to share about what coaching is, because what it is essentially is me, you, whoever, sharing their own journey in coaching. And that's all you can ever really do. It's your journey, where you're at, in the circumstances you're in, done honestly and consistently, as and when you can find time to fit it in. Like now, I've just got out of my car and I have a 10-15 minute walk to work. That's how long Scotty wanted me to share for. So I'm filming myself as I walk. My story now is I can find 10-15 minute pockets of time when I can fit coaching into the day. We all have the same 24 hours, whether it be President Trump, or whether it be Scotty, or whether it be Carl Deichel, or whether it be me. We've all got the same 24 hours, and we all have pockets of time in which to share our story. So those are the circumstances which I'm sharing about this coaching opportunity, but it's not where I started off. Like now I'm edging closer towards 200 pounds, but when I started, and I will work now 37 hours a week in my full-time job. But when I started off, I was closer to 400 pounds, working upwards of 100-hour weeks. Very, very sick, very, very unhealthy. And you can think, well, how can I possibly share about being a health, fitness and wellness coach being that out of shape? How can I share if I'm busy 100 hours of the week just doing the job, not counting the time with family or commuting? On the face of it, doesn't look like this time, but the truth is that you play the hand you're dealt, and that's what people are interested in. They're not interested in a sanitized, edited, spun in the political sense story. People aren't interested in that. They're not even necessarily interested in a product yet. There are products that we have. There are workouts, there are shakes, there are formulas, but these are all really just vehicles. The story, the essence, the foundation is your story, where you're at. And I thought to myself, who's interested in, big, gross, fat me, Who's going to be interested in that? Who's going to be interested in that story? I thought no one. It turns out people are interested. People are interested in an honest journey. Now, you don't have to be at the extreme end of the weight scale like I was, because that's not what it's about. It's not about extreme weight loss for you. It was for me, but that's my story. The important thing here is you follow your DNA. So the hand you're dealt, if you think about it in a poker analogy, the hand you're dealt, it's how you play it. So if you watch the World Series of Poker, you see people win hands, and they're not royal flushes, they're not four of a kind, but it's not what hand you've got, it's how you play it. If you share as honestly and as well as you can. Like, I feel like I had no matching suits. I had, I didn't have a royal flush, but I played the hand I had, and now I'm becoming successful at it. Now I'm affecting people's lives and inspiring people to action. And it's not because necessarily the products are fantastic. They are fantastic. Shakeology, as a daily dose of dense nutrition, has changed my nutritional life. The workouts have got me in the best shape I've been in for years. But what will make you successful as a coach, in my opinion, and where I've seen success, is when I've talked about my family and wanting to get fit and healthy for my family, when I've talked about my mother passing away when she was 33 through obesity related illnesses, and using that as a motivation for my own health and fitness journey, when when I've talked about myself, when I've shared my life, my victories, my successes, that's when people have bought in. You know, don't worry about sales. Don't worry about will they spend money on this or will they spend money on that. If you share your life honestly, if you tell your story consistently and persistently, you will be a success in this business. Make no mistake about it. Because the reason I know this is because I applied the principles that Scotty taught me from the early days. I've applied it reasonably consistently. I've told my story, I believe, reasonably well, and I'm building a business. And I'm not being, you know, this isn't a pitch. I have no stake in this whatsoever. I am telling you my story. After a period of time of sharing, people want to see your consistency, and when they see your consistency, when they see an honest, true depiction of life, real life, and a story, that they will buy into you, they will then buy into the business, and you will be a success. So that's what I've got to share with you. We're coming up to like the 9-minute mark now, so that's essentially it. Share your story honestly. Share your story truthfully as you can. Don't edit. No one's interested in an edited life or a highlights life or anything like that. If you share your story like me, if whatever your version of my story is, coming down from close to 400 pounds to now close to 2, using motivation of family, of a mother passing away early and not wanting to you know, repeat history for my own family and leave my kids without a father. If you tell your story honestly and well, you will be a success in this business. I absolutely promise you, and I look forward for you to join you know, Dynasty Strong and being a teammate with you, and every success to you. I believe in you.
Hey guys, my name is Heather Coleridge. I'm super excited to be here today to share with you my story and all the awesome rewards that we get as coaches. So I am in Utah. I am a mom of 2 boys. I'm a nurse and a certified trainer. I grew up in Idaho Falls. I went to high school with Scotty Hobbs, friends with his whole family, really awesome family. And I'm excited to share with you how I got started. I've been a coach for 3 years now. My background is that I grew up as a dancer. So fitness has really been in my life forever. And then when I was a nurse, I just, you know, saw all of these suffering patients, and I really wanted to be able to get to the point where I could help people with preventative medicine. So I worked in the ICU as a nurse for about 8 years, and I learned a ton. I took care of hundreds of patients there. I worked as a fitness instructor for about 3 years. So I love health and fitness and wellness. It is my passion. It's my calling. It is my purpose. It is everything to me in life. And so I'm excited to share with you why I started coaching, what I love about it, what I'm looking forward to, and also tell you about the rewards of coaching, because there are a ton, and this business has absolutely changed my life, and it's just been amazing. So I started because I saw my coach, Scotty. I saw all of the fun he was having, all the trips he was going on, the people he was helping. I saw him retire his mom and dad, himself and his wife. I saw him walk across the stage in the Millionaires Club. And of course, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income or success with the coaching opportunity. Each coach's success depends on their efforts, skill, and abilities. But I was blown away. I was blown away by the amount of people he was helping. I could not believe that people could do something like this from home and earn a significant income from helping people. So it just really got my wheels turning, and I started to think about, well, this would be incredible for me to be able to work from home and help my family financially at the same time and be able to reach more people. I had done P90X, Insanity, TurboFire, loved all of them. And I just have such a heart for seeing people exercise. It makes me so happy the power of exercise, endorphins, and for your health, your well-being, your vitality, your mobility is everything. And I'm just so passionate about moving your body. And that is why I chose Beachbody, because we have the #1 best workout programs on the market today. And I love this company. It's been an incredible ride. I've been a coach for 3 years. I've learned a ton about myself. I have gained tons of friendships. It's been amazing. Of course, there's been struggles along the way, but I feel like struggles are really what make you grow and make you become a better person. So I want to talk a little bit about the rewards. First off, the friendships. My favorite part by far of this business is the relationships. We all start in the same place when we get started. We start at zero and we create something amazing. And it's so cool to be able to be welcomed into a family of people who you can get connected with. It is amazing to be able to build new friendships along the way. And then I was also able to create my sisterhood of amazing, strong women who encourage and support each other every single day. And they are like my life. They're like my best friends. And that is my favorite part of coaching, is to be able to encourage and empower other women, to strengthen them, help them to know their potential, know that they can do hard things, that they can be more. So community, the team, everything is awesome. Developing new relationships. #2 is personal development. I had never read a self-help book before I started coaching, and they get a lot of slack, right? People think that there's something wrong with you if you read self-help books. Well, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's going to actually grow your mind and make you a better person. And the reality is that most of them are written by millionaires. So who would not want to read a book written by a millionaire and take their advice, right? So personal development has changed the way that I think. It's changed my life. It has increased my confidence tenfold. It has brought me from a place of negative thinking to positivity, to optimism, to looking forward to the future. I've learned so many tips and tricks along the way with affirmations, reading my vision, so many incredible tools and resources out there for us and our personal development. #3 is memories. So I'm big on memories. I know some people like to use their money for things. Like they want to buy a big TV, they want to buy new clothes, they want to buy a nice car. Well, that's not me. I'm into memories. I'm into creating and having adventures and going to events. So my favorite times and favorite parts about coaching are going to events like our Success Club trip. We went to the Riviera Maya in Mexico in April, and it was incredible. The most beautiful view I've ever seen from our balcony. Gorgeous ocean, beautiful beach, all-inclusive resort, amazing. We went to Indianapolis for a coach summit. I got to meet some of the coaches on my team who I had never met before, and that was so amazing. And I just loved spending that time with them and having those friendships and that bonding time. So that was incredible, working out with the celebrity trainers, going into trainings, going to parties and dinners, just having the time of our lives. Like, how often as moms do we get to go on a girls' trip and get to just go with our girlfriends and be able to have a good time and forget about all of our cares and worries? And how often do we as moms have a support group of women around us, lifting us up and helping us, encouraging us and supporting us every single day? And that's really what sets this apart from other programs and other companies, is that not only are you getting help with your fitness and nutrition, but you get an incredible community to be a part of. You get amazing friendships, amazing relationships, and you cannot find that anywhere else. That's why I love this. Where else? We went to New Orleans last year for our summit, which was amazing. I got to attend the High Performance Academy with our team in March with Brendon Bouchard. It was an incredible experience, absolutely life-changing. Learned so many things there that has really impacted my entire life. #4 is the freedom and the income. So the freedom is so powerful to me. My whole life, I grew up thinking you have to work for someone, you have to go to a job, you have to get a college degree and work for someone else your whole life. Well, guess what? You don't. You can do whatever you want in this life. You get to be your own boss with this opportunity. You get to create your own schedule, create your own success, work as little or as much as you want to. The more effort you put in, the more reward that you get. And I can't tell you how incredibly freeing that is. And to know that I don't have to go to work anymore. I retired from nursing. And I love being home with my family. I don't have to work nights, holidays, weekends anymore. I am home and I don't miss out on any events. I get to be here and present for my little boys. They're 2 and 6 years old. There is nothing better than being able to be with them. And, you know, every time I would go to work, it would just tear me up inside having to leave them. So it means everything in the world to me to be able to be with them during this time. They're only little for so long. The other cool thing is you get to be very creative as a coach. You get to create your own posts, your own groups, creative about the way that you go about doing things. And I love that creativity factor and the ability to make my own rules and make my own decisions about how I want to run my business. And you can too. That's the freedom that you have with this opportunity. The next one is like the income. So I have been very blessed and with this opportunity to be able to pay off bills. Hospital bills, school loans. We remodeled our kitchen professionally. Like I said, I was able to retire from nursing. I was able to take my family on a Disney cruise. Finally, I had wanted to do that for years and we could never afford it. You know, we had just gotten to a point where, before I started coaching, I just got to a point where I thought, I don't like where I'm going in 10 and 20 years. Like, my income's never going to get better. My retirement's not looking good. Our savings isn't looking good. I have to do something. So that fear of like what other people thought about me was nothing in comparison about the fear of the unknown for the future. And that's really what kind of pushed me over the edge and got me started coaching. And at the same time, like dealing with the infertility, we were worried that we'd have to pay a bunch of money for infertility treatments, or we were also considering adoption. So, and that was something that there's no way we could have afforded that before coaching. So many incredible blessings that have come from this. I adore this community, such an incredible family. I've made some best friends that I would have never met had it not been for this. And I'm just grateful for everything that I've learned. I've come so far and I've learned so much, and I just want to thank you guys for watching tonight. I really want you to give it a shot because you will never know if you don't try. And I want you to go all in, because if you don't go all in, you will always regret not going all in and thinking like, what could have happened if I went all in? So when you start, go all in, give it your best shot, do everything that your upline, your coach tells you to do, and you're going to have incredible support. You're going to make incredible friendships, have incredible memories, and you will not regret one single part of it. So let us know how we can help with any questions. Thanks so much for watching.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for being patient in our event group. And I'm hoping that I'm going to wait to see if people pop on so that I know that you guys are seeing me chatting to you guys right now. I'm hoping I posted in the right place. I'm going to wait a second and see. See if anybody pops on. If you guys can see me, can you comment? Okay, I see that a couple people are popping on. So thank you so much to Heather and everybody else that have just spoke. So I am Mel Ryan, and I've been coaching for 3.5 years. I'm just going to give you kind of a quick rundown. So I forgot to press my timer because I wanted to make sure, because I can definitely go over on my time. That's just my personality. So I've been coaching for 3.5 years. You guys, I started this business not knowing it was a business. I started because I like a discount, so I wanted the discount on my Shakeology, and I was doing 21-day fix. I had great results with it, and people were just asking me what I was doing, and then they were just signing up. So I started making an income my first month of coaching. I've never paid for Shakeology. And then I kind of saw, wow, I'm really helping people. And I was waking up, 2 months into coaching and getting messages like, wow, my jeans fit so good and I'm down this and I've never had this much energy. And I was like, oh, this is really neat. And I just kind of snowballed from there. And I love the accountability groups. So I started to run my own challenge groups in my second month of coaching, and I have not looked back from there. I'll share with you guys about, I used to work casual, and I picked up a lot of shifts just so that I could work full time. And I was able, within the first couple months of coaching, we were seeing the income that I was bringing in. I could go to take a permanent job 3 days a week that allowed me to be home with the kids and to be more present and not have to work all these casual hours. So that's been great. A big thing that people think about coaching, so that's a little bit about me. So a big thing that people say to me about coaching is that they're not good at selling. And I didn't even consider it selling when I started coaching. I just was recommending stuff, and I wasn't going and saying, you need to buy this. I was just so passionate about it. And when you're so passionate about something, about the product and about the programs, then it doesn't feel like selling, because you're not going somewhere. And nothing against people that sell Tupperware or makeup, but I wasn't like, here's this product. I was kind of if I was selling anything, it was selling the experience of it. I was selling the passion that I had. So when you're coaching, yes, you know, you do need people to buy a product and to make an income and to be on Shakeology and things like that. But if you're going into it to be a salesperson, then it might not be the right thing for you, because you got to have the right passion. So you got to go into it like you want to help somebody. You have to genuinely want to help someone. Being a salesperson, another network marketing company might be for you. In that, I'm going to contradict myself, because if you're selling something, it's going to be yourself, okay? Beachbody products work. They don't need to be sold, okay? Like, look at how much millions of dollars Beachbody is spending on marketing. I'm hearing ads on the radio. I'm hearing, you know, everybody talk to people, P90X, they know, 21-day fix. Like, these are big, Tony Horton. People know these names. So we don't have to go there and do that for Beachbody. Beachbody's already done that. What we want is we want to sell ourselves, if anything. And I don't really consider that being a salesperson. I consider that just being a good, genuine human being and making friends. So selling yourself, you know, you want to connect with people. Not everybody's going to connect with you, but there are millions of people out there. And you may have a similar story to somebody else. And you might just have that one little connection that will change somebody's life. So sell yourself. That's all that I've got to say in regards to that. And, you know, recommending things is different than selling it. So I look at it like, when I go on a trip or I go to a restaurant, I will always tell people my experience at those places. I will tell them, hey, we went to this restaurant. It was so good. You guys should go. That's pretty much how I look at this coaching opportunity, or this you know, the challenge packs or these Beachbody programs or Shakeology. Hey, I love Energize because I am not a morning person, and when I need to get up and work out and get it done, it makes me feel really good and I get my workout done. If you have that problem too, you should give it a try. You're not going there and saying, buy this, buy this. You're telling them how it's helped you and how it may help them as well. So that's, you know, in any regards to any of the programs, the products, and just having that genuine want and help, and genuine want to help people is what's gonna sell and what's gonna help you. Scotty, I know I'm with you on that one. But yeah, so, you know, I might not be going through my 10 minutes because I'm kind of lost my train of thought, but I just look at this business as a recommending and a sharing business, and being a genuine friend and helping others. It's a helping others business. We're trying to end the trend of obesity, and everybody that's been on this call has helped people. And, you know, the more people that we can have that are coaches that are doing this is great. And we all have this ability within us. We all have, oh, there's my dogs. We can all connect with one person out there and help them. So why not put ourselves out there and do that and help? And the thing is that we're helping ourselves too, you guys. Like, I've been coaching for 3.5 years now, and I have been in the best shape. I've learned so much about nutrition. I've learned so much about myself. I've made so many new friends. I can go on a call and have scribbled notes and have the confidence to talk to you guys all. I think I started doing that when I was a brand new coach when I just wanted the discount on Shakeology and didn't even know nothing about this business? Not at all. And now I'm working a 3-day-a-week job. I'm bringing in extra income. I'm in the best shape of my life. My husband, who I've been with for 17 years, works out with me. My kids are seeing a person, like they're seeing these role models of parents. We're teaching them healthy habits. It's a win-win-win-win thing. So if in regards to the selling aspect, we're not salespeople. We're selling ourselves. If you want to use that word sell, we're selling ourselves, and we are helping other people, and we're sharing and recommending. That's all that this business is, you guys. So I'm going to wrap it at that. So yeah, I have a couple minutes left, so I didn't even go over. And if you guys have any questions, make sure that you talk to whoever invited you to this group. And I'm going to let Karen, who I've met and love dearly in the Dominican Republic on an earned trip, and she's a great friend of mine, and I really look up to her. And we are in different countries. I'm in Canada, she's in the US, and we've got to meet in the Dominican. How cool is that? Because of this business. So, all right, guys, thanks for listening into my live video, and sorry about my dogs and my kids in the background. All right, guys, see ya.
Thank you, Mel, for introducing me and bringing me into this event. This has been a great event, and I want to thank you all for joining us. And I don't know about you, but I saw a common thread among all of the coaches. There's nobody on here yet. I saw a common thread among all of the coaches, and that word that Mel used several times, passion. That is one characteristic that I see among all of them. They're very passionate, and this is what I feel like sets Beachbody apart from other network marketing. In fact, really quick, I'm gonna be quick, guys. Somebody who had jumped onto a wine business recently, she had mentioned she wanted me to join her business, and she says, "Karen, you're already on social media. You know, you could do great at this. The income's great. You know, this would be a great opportunity for you." And I'm like, "Sorry, I don't drink wine." And so she's like, "Well, it's fine. You don't have to drink wine. You don't have to enjoy wine. You can just share it with other people." And I said, "Well, if this is something that I want to share with other people, I want to be passionate about it. I want to love it, because I'm not going to try to share something that I don't love with somebody else." That is why I jumped on board with Beachbody, is because I use the product. Same with all of these coaches that you've watched tonight. I'm proof of the product, and we're excited to share the product. And we genuinely care about the people that we bring into this business. I don't know if you felt that, but these people are so genuine, and that is something that I picked up on as I've jumped on board to Beachbody, and I've interacted with all of these people that genuinely care about these people. It's not, when you share this product with people, it's not just the, I guess it's not just that we know each other's names. It's not that we are just giving these people package and running away. We are involved in these people's lives. And Scotty, am I alive in the right? Okay, sorry. I'm like, am I alive in the right spot? Okay. We're involved in these people's lives. We know their backstory. We know their struggles. I've cried with my challengers. I've shared victories with my challengers. I've gone on a journey with my challengers. Like, they become your friends. These coaches become your friends. This is a great opportunity. And there's a reason that you came to this event and you watch these videos. And the more time that you spend trying to weigh whether or not you should do this, it's that time is feeding your fear. So if you're fearful about joining this and you spend more time thinking about it, the likelihood of you not is going to decrease. So I encourage you to figure out what the reason is that you came here and act on that before your fear, or the time that you spend thinking about it, feed your fear and you change your mind. So that's all I have to say. Thank you all for joining. It's been great. We hope to do more of these. This is a first go for us, but we've enjoyed it. We had a great time working together, and thank you all again for joining us. And go talk to the person that brought you here. Have a great night, guys.
Hey guys, our open house is going fast. Guests, I want to thank you again for joining us. Sorry about the technical difficulties, hence why I've gathered these live videos and put them together into one recording. Now, many of you guys might think you're going to jump into coaching and you have to go full force ahead. That's a myth. You know, it might work for some of you guys, but it might not work for others, and we understand that. So there's all kinds of different levels of coaches on Dynasty Strong. Some of us are just in it for the 25% discount on Shakeology, the performance line, the programs. Others just love the accountability we get and we give each other as being coaches. Some of us love helping just people around us and earning a little extra money on the side. But some of us really want to build a solid business with a substantial income. You can start out for more of the discounts if that's what you want, and slowly learn and get involved as you go. This is your business. There's no expectations from us put onto you. You get to decide what's best for you and what you want to accomplish. And I have to mention that there's quite a few perks, as you heard tonight. There's 25% discount on all products. You get a 25% commission on anything sold. There are many different opportunities to earn bonuses as well as you build a team. We as coaches, no matter what kind of coach you are, have the opportunity to join exclusive test groups with the trainers, creators of brand new programs that come out. There's also an incentive system called Success Club, where you hear people share stories about how they go on these amazing trips. These are all points and things that you can earn from, and by earning these points, you can earn extra money, trips, and build up your customer base. So there's a lot more information on Success Club. We call it the Changing Lives Club inside of your Coach online office. If you decide to become a coach, there are a series of videos and resources, and we do a weekly training every single week to help you understand how to learn, grow your business. So we would love to provide you with all the help and training that you need to get started, and we want you to know that you're not alone. Now reach out to the person, like Karen said, that invited you to watch this video, and let them know what questions you have, and we'll help you get ready to start your journey.